Okay, here we are again with this month's issues. Welcome to the wonderful world of showing off stuff. All right, we're going to show you what I got this month for the March for March 2015. And our first issue is Futurama, number 2. This particular copy, let's see if I can zoom out, zoom in, zoom out a little bit. The box that this is on moves out a little bit. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Wrong way, Feldman. That'll be a little bit better. Can you see it? Yes, you should be able to see it. Okay, Futurama number 2. As I said before, I'm going to attempt to get the entire run of Futurama comics. This one in particular was sold to me from an Amazon seller claiming it was new, but when I looked at it, the spine was flat and it had some cracking issues, which means that if you keep playing with it and opening it, it is going to split away from the book. But I do have the issue, so I'm not worried about it. I looked at it a little bit. It's a pretty good issue. There's other, I'm going to get a complete run on that. Our next comic, or actually this is going to be a book, and if you looked at the other videos you'll know that this is a book that I had in my collection when I was younger, and that is Star Trek, the first novel ever produced on Star Trek, Mission Horatius. A little bit note about this book is that this particular book is the first book put out on Star Trek, and it does have a little bit of shelf wear, but it is the original book, 1968, originally intended for children, but I got it because it was in my collection when I was younger and I lost it, and I remember every single copy and book that I had. There's a couple items I still don't remember, but I know I had a lot, and this is one of them. And in the future, this book will probably be worth a lot of money, since it is the first book ever to be put out on Star Trek. Read up on it on Google. Our next issue, let's show these actually. I want to get these out of the way. This is, I have number 208, by the way, and I had this in my collection when I was younger. Got this back. Captain America and the Falcon, number 205. Very good Jack Kirby art. Story with Argon, takes over somebody's body. They try to stop him. Earlier on, the Falcon here had amnesia, and he just got cured by an accident with Argon that threw him across the room like a frisbee, and he is now has his memory back. But it's a very good story. I like it. Good art, Jack Kirby, classic art. Captain America and the Falcon, 207. Interesting story. Continues in 208, which I have. And that story continues in Captain America and the Falcon 209. I'm not a big Captain America fan, but I did have a few issues of Cap, and that's what we call him for short. And this story continues on to 210, which I want to get now. Because I've read it already. 6.5, 6.5, and 7.0 respectively. The next issue, I didn't expect this to be the grade that it was, and the comic book bag for this, or magazine bag for this, ripped or came apart when I got it. Some of these people are using really cheap materials. They should stop doing it. It's ridiculous. Every time I get it, I ask the guy to bag and board it. He did it, but the bag is fragile, and I don't like these comic book bags because I had to tape it back together. And this is, I believe, a 9.6 copy of Rampaging Hulk number 9. Just look at that art on there for a sec. Isn't that nice art there? Let's kind of move this over a little bit. There we go. I think we got center view. A little bit about this book. This also has a short story, very sexually drawn, sexually drawn, but not pornographic, of Shauna the She-Devil. In the last issue, 8, Moon Knight, I think it was Moon Knight. Moon Knight dies or disappears or whatever. But no, in the last, I'm sorry, Bloodstone dies in the last issue. And I have 3, 2, 1, and now I need 4, 5, 6, and 7, and a few. And after this, the Krylorian story ends and is defeated in this particular issue. So the guest appearances in this is kind of a spin-off from the original story of the Incredible Hulk, starting with Rampaging Hulk number 1 and the Krylorian invasion with Barit and Rick Jones, drawn by Sal I can never pronounce this guy's name. Sal Buscema. I'm sorry, Buscema. And I always liked Buscema's art as well as John Buscema's art. And I always liked the Rampaging Hulk. Number 8 was beautiful. This is a very nice painting as far as the cover is concerned. And I remember it sticking out, you know, to me when I bought it when I was a kid. It was only $1, but now it costs $9, $10. But it's all black and white interior, and it's good art, good story. 9-part story of the Krylorian invasion. 9.6, you can't beat that. But it's a good copy there, so I'm trying to take care of this one, not read it too much. Okay, we got some classic issues, and you probably don't know this, but this is a ungraded copy of, and I just recently got this, Incredible Hulk 102, which I've been trying to get for a long time. This particular copy has a missing section that's been cut out of it, but I do have the issue, and I've been wanting to get this for a long time. A lot of people want this issue, but I tried to find out if I can get this restored, and I can't because it's not within the Silver Age bracket as far as comic books are concerned. So I have to wait on, you know, getting this upgraded. But aside from this piece missing, it's a good copy. All the pages are white. None of them are cream to white. They're not dirty. It does have some creasing, you know, along the middle, but it's a beautiful copy of Incredible Hulk 102, which starts the series for the Incredible Hulk, and that goes on till 1999. So getting this from 1968 was a real pleasure to me. I am going to upgrade this, and I'll get a better copy later on, but I do have the issue. Ha ha! Recently acquired, and was in my collection as well, we have Superman 302. I did have some Superman issues, as you know. Very interesting title for this. the art seems to have changed after 190s and 200s actually. I think between 250 and 290s or something like that. I'm not sure, but the art was upgraded, better artwork for Superman titles on the front page, and I like the way it says peanut brain. You're a peanut brain, so you're thinking, this stuff. I haven't read this. I want to catch up on this, and I had a few issues of Superman, but I'm not into Superman that much, but I do like it. And I'm going to read this because I just got these in the mail. And I had this when I was in my collection. This CGC version. This is 7.0. CGC version goes for a pretty penny, and that is Superman Family 179. Had that in my collection. Not a big. Again, I'm not a big Superman family. I said almost said family. Superman Superman fan. But I remember having this particular copy in my collection when I was younger, and I just recently reacquired it back. And I'm going to read this too. That was 50 cents way back when. This total, both those Supermans, cost me about 20 bucks to get. And our final issue is a copy I've been wanting for a long time. I do want to upgrade this, and this is all completely intact. And I've been wanting this copy for a while because it marks the return of the Incredible Hulk in his own series, split with Giant Man, who is AKA Ant-Man. This particular copy is a very, very hot item. A lot of people want this to get into their collection because this particular issue marks the return of the Incredible Hulk into his own series up to 101, and then it goes into, from Tales to Astonish, it goes into the Incredible Hulk 102. And I do want to get a full run of Tales to Astonish. More notes about this particular copy or issue. First mention of anger triggering the Incredible Hulk, or transformation into the Incredible Hulk, and the first mention, I believe, of the angrier Hulk gets, the stronger he gets. And there's a bonus feature at the end of the story with Wasp and Ant-Man, or Giant Man in this particular case. Later in number 70, Submariner is replaced with Giant Man, and Submariner takes over the rest of the issues along with the Incredible Hulk stories up to 101, and then it's changed to the Incredible Hulk. So that's it as far as the issues are concerned for this month of 2015, including the books and the other things that I got. So they're really nice copies, you just got to take care of them. Beautiful artwork, stuff like that. So I'm happy to get all these things. It did cost me some money, but I got all the issues. And I want to thank you for watching, and if you want these issues, buy them yourself.